Hello and welcome to SA Today. I'm Andrew Chernoff. Today we'll sit down with SA President Neal Casey to discuss the upcoming SA elections and find out who the candidates for SA President are. But first, let's find out what's happening around campus. One of the newest buildings on the Syracuse University campus is already celebrating its achievements. Ernie Davis Hall is holding a presentation ceremony today in honor of the Residence Hall receiving LEED Gold certification. Ernie Davis Hall is the first green residence hall at SU. It's receiving the award because of the building's sustainable design and construction aimed at advancing environmental health. Activists for the legalization of marijuana are using sweet treats to get their message across. Candy in the shape of marijuana is being sold in nearly 1,000 stores across the country. The pothead ring pots and pothead lollipops are being sold online for $1 to $1.50. The company making the candy, Kalan LP, says that the product has been on the market for almost 9 months. Parents in Buffalo are working to get the candy removed from store shelves. Syracuse University lost one of its own this weekend. 1950 SU graduate and Oakland Raiders owner Al Davis passed away Saturday. During his time at SU, Davis played JV football, basketball, and baseball. He went on to spend 48 years with the Raiders, had 28 winning seasons, and won 3 Super Bowls. Davis was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1992 and was made an honorary Letterman of Distinction at SU in 1985. Davis was 82 years old. And SA President Neal Casey is here now to talk about the latest happenings of the SU campus. Neal?
Thanks, Andrew. Well, hi, everybody. It's great to be back again. I want to give you a little bit of update on our status regarding our big push to get 100% of our seats filled in the SA Assembly. And we've just crossed that 75% mark. We're well on our way. And going up tonight, we have 15 candidates going for 1 spot in the College of Arts and Sciences, as well as multiple students coming in for architecture, which is great news for us because it's been a long time since we've actually had some architecture students. But I want to talk about something that's also very serious that's happening on campus, too. And that's in reference to an article published by the Chronicle of Higher Education titled Syracuse Slides. Robin Wilson came on campus and was highlighting some issues that were brought up during the University Senate last spring. Basically, a couple professors believe that SU is sacrificing academic prowess in favor of inclusivity. Well, I do not believe that that is true. I think that these two are definitely not polar opposites and that we can definitely have both throughout the entire time. So I want to issue a challenge to the Chronicle of Higher Education to come and interview me and the rest of the students on campus in support of this, so you can see how we're really talking about here on campus.
Well, thank you very much, Neal. We'll get back to him in just a little bit. But first, students are beginning to announce their candidacies for SA President, and we'll talk with one of them in our newsroom. All that and more next.
It begins innocently enough. You don't return a phone call. You break a date at the last minute. But in fact, it's the beginning of a pattern. And soon, your friend with mental illness realizes you're avoiding them. But what if you knew that your friendship was the key to their recovery? Would you still lock them out of your life?
Any questions?
What kind of service plan does this come with?
Unlimited.
Can I keep my same phone number?
Absolutely.
How do I change the ringtone?
Just hook it up to your computer.
Does it have a camera? What's the warranty? Does it come in silver? Can I put my party shuffle on this? Does it have a 3.5 millimeter headset jack? You sell a lot of these?
It's the one I carry.
You ever get those phantom vibrations in your pocket?
Any questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
Pop quiz for you. In what movie did I play a gang leader struggling in school? Who was my teacher? What did I learn in math class? Oh, and here's one about you. What did your kid learn in math class today?
Know what really matters. Know about your kid's school. And know about your kid. Find out 100 ways to know more, do more.
We can all be more energy efficient. It's easy. Use energy-saving light bulbs. Energy Smart Power Strips. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Learn what you can do today at energy.gov/tink.
Welcome back to SA Today. Two candidates have announced their plans to run for SA president in the upcoming November election, Dylan Lustig and Taylor Carr. We chatted with Taylor Carr in our newsroom this weekend, and here's what he had to say. Why are you running?
Well, throughout my first 2 years here at Syracuse and continuing this year into my junior year, I've had the opportunity to work with various organizations in some pretty cool leadership roles. And within those roles, I've been able to take on some pretty cool initiatives that have helped better the student life here at Syracuse. Networking with administrators and other student orgs to really make a difference here at Syracuse. And as I move forward in SA, I realize that the networks I've gained and the experience I've had and the results that we've been able to come up with, running for president is the next step to continue making changes here at Syracuse.
Your slogan is "We are SU." What message are you trying to send with that?
Well, it's really the idea that Syracuse University is nothing without its students. You know, we take the classes, we are the athletes, we are the organizations. You know, it's our experiences, our differences as people that really make Syracuse the exciting place that it is today. And, you know, with that idea, though, because we hold so much stock in the success of this university, we have the responsibility to make a difference, to make a positive change every day that we're here. So it's really an idea for students to come together and say, you know what, we are SU. We have this responsibility to make a difference. And hopefully it's an inspiration to students every day to go out and make a positive change.
You have a track record of things you've accomplished in SA, ranging from trying to prevent cyberbullying to getting buses for students to go to Wegmans and Target. What out of all those is your proudest accomplishment?
I would have to say the resolution on cyberbullying that we passed this past spring. It was a really cool opportunity to work with many offices to talk about the prevalence of cyberbullying on our campus and then come together to try to figure out how we can stop it here. And that resolution, you know, called on administrators to change the student code of conduct to reflect cyberbullying as a form of harassment. And knowing that every day that we're working to protect students' rights here is something that we take pride in.
If elected to be the next SA president, Taylor, you have made it a priority that you want to get involved with the community. How do you plan to engage student association with the Syracuse community?
Well, as you look around campus, whether it's a community service organization or, you know, the sport management club, you know, everyone is requiring community service. They understand the importance of getting students off the hill and making a difference. Yet I feel student association is lacking in that regard. We don't mandate community service, and while many members do partake in community service, it's not required. So one of the things that I really want to do is update our codes to actually mandate community service as part of what you need to do as a representative, and changing the structure internally of SA to have the vice president as more of a community liaison, someone who's going to be in charge of mandating those community service hours, tracking them, and having their pulse on what's happening in the community to see if we can help make a difference.
Do you have any other goals you'd like to accomplish for your platform?
Well, I think what we're seeing this year is athletics is certainly an issue. Not only with the move to the ACC, but we also have the possibility of home football games being moved to the Meadowlands. Obviously not all of them, but some of them. So what does that mean for students? Is their student ticket prices, if you get season tickets, going to be reduced? Is there going to be an option to get students to those games? So we need to be in constant talks with administrators to keep the student perspective in mind as we make these changes.
Thank you very much, Taylor, and best of luck in the campaign.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we will try to chat with Dylan Lustig over the next couple of weeks. But right back after the break, we go one-on-one with current SA President Neal Casey. Stay with us.
Yo estoy ayudando en el Caribe.
Estamos construyendo miles en el Caribe.
Я здесь помогаю в Кыргызстане.
Мы помогаем строить новый тип дома.
Tumulong kaming gumawa ng aming tahanan.
Tumulong kami sa paggawa ng 1,000 bahay.
Nasaidia pia kwa ajili ya watoto.
Nasaidia kujenga hapa Tanzania.
Habitat's building homes all over the world.
Come join us and help build it.
Habitat for Humanity. Donate, volunteer, get involved. Support the work in your community. Visit habitat.org.
Mom and Dad, we need you to be involved in our school, because when you are, we get better grades and have a higher rate of graduation.
Hear what your kids are saying. Get more involved. Join your local PTA.
mothers lose their babies to gun crimes. You'll always be your mother's baby. So before you commit a gun crime, think about who you'll leave behind. Gun crimes hit home.
Welcome back to Essay Today. Joining us again is President Neal Casey. Neal, thanks for joining us again.
As always.
Awesome. Now, I want to start off with a question that a lot of students don't know about SA because they're new to the university. What does SA do specifically for the students?
That's a pretty broad question.
It is.
We do everything. We try to do everything. We have 3 different committees that work with all academic affairs, student engagement, and student life. So we cover every single realm within the university.
Okay, Neal. Big part of the year coming up for you guys, SA elections. Always a fun time, I'm assuming, for you?
It will be this year.
It will be.
Stressful last year.
Yeah, there's a presidential election, and then there's an election for comptroller.
Right.
What does the comptroller actually do in SA?
Well, the comptroller oversees our $2.5 million student activity fee. So all the programming that you see on campus comes directly from the student money, and that goes back into this pot, and the comptroller gets to pass it out and oversee that. And so all the cool programming you get to see, like Juice Gem and Block Party, that all comes through him.
Now, 10% of the campus has to vote for the election to be valid. How do you guys plan to reach that total?
Well, we're not just shooting for 10%. If you follow my administration at all, Coach, we don't aim for the minimum benchmark. We aim for the top. We always aim for the big goal. We have 100% filled with our seats. We're also aiming for 25% student voter turnout this year, which is enormous and much higher than anything's ever happened in the past. But we think with our new assembly, with contested elections in all categories, we're going to have a great turnout this year. We're expecting at least 25% of our students to vote. So that is a message to everybody out there to go on my slice November 14th through 17th and cast your votes for the SA election.
And part of that is student apathy. You want to get students involved even besides just during the election time?
Of course, we always want to get students. That's the biggest battle we fight every day is student apathy. So we're doing whatever we can to get them engaged and get students engaged to make sure that they're really taking a stance on the issues that we see every day. And remember that it's not about Republicans or Democrats. It's about that we're all on the same team, that we are students at SU. We're orange. So that's the biggest fight we have, the battle we fight every day, and we're doing what we can.
It's good. Hopefully you guys win that battle, right?
That's our goal.
Awesome. Hey, Neal, thank you very much again for joining us today on Essay Today. And see you next week?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, that's all for today's episode of Essay Today. And you can catch all the latest SU news all week long on Citrus TV News, live at 6. Meanwhile, Essay Today returns with Neal next Monday at 6:30 live. And if you want to go to any SA meetings, they're held at 7 o'clock in Maxwell.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday night. So, until next time, have a great night, Syracuse, and we'll see you tomorrow. Nice job.
Thanks.
That was really fun.